It's day 2 of growing out my hair until Congress passes meaningful immigration legislation. Since we're talking about immigration and since we're going to demand change from Congress, I thought I'd talk briefly today about what it takes to obtain a green card, to become a lawful permanent resident in the United States. Again, we're talking generally, not very specifically, but there are a few categories that one can use to get this green card. First and foremost, and most common, is the family-based application, where a U.S. citizen applies for a spouse or a child or a parent, or a lawful permanent resident applies for a spouse or a child. And they say, hey, government, I have a family member I'd like to bring to the United States, and I want them to come here and be permanent residents. Once that's approved, then the individual in the foreign country applies and says, hey, I've been approved. I'd like this green card. This is a process that takes years sometimes even decades. It's a long, drawn-out process, but it's a process to obtain a green card. Another category is an employment-based category, where someone with extraordinary ability, or someone with an advanced degree, or someone with a corporate executive, for example, or someone with specialized skills, or maybe even non-specialized skills, but for a job that's needed in the United States. These people apply, and as part of the application, they do what's called a labor certification, where they certify that their job will not displace a U.S. worker. This is another category. There's another category called humanitarian visa, where someone seeking asylum or a refugee is applying, or someone who is the victim of trafficking or who has witnessed a crime and cooperates in prosecuting an individual in the United States. These are categories also that a person can use to get a green card. There are different ways, but these are the main general categories. And my point is talking that there are legal ways of coming to the United States. And the green card is one that helps someone become a lawful permanent resident, not a citizen. They have to wait 5 years to become a citizen, to apply to become a citizen, or 3 years if they're married to a U.S. spouse. And even though it's considered a permanent residence, this can be taken away if someone commits a crime and is convicted of a crime, or there's a couple other things, but this permanent residence is a way to become legal in the United States. It's a process that probably should be reformed as well, because it takes, I think, far too long to bring a family member to the United States. So this is just a general, basic summary of what it takes to get a green card. I know it was kind of convoluted maybe a little bit, but hey, if you have questions, please ask me in the comments